Happy Beltane. Okay, so what is Beltane? I have a great abundance, an easy abundance ritual to bring in more wealth. I decided that I don't give a shit what's going on out there in this crazy upside down world. I mean, of course, I do give a shit, but I'm not going to let it affect what I'm doing and the fun things and the things that I like to do. And I want to create more abundance in all areas of my life. So I came across this really easy spell ritual to do. And I thought, the energy of Beltane, which is about creativity and it's about abundance. It's the peak of spring. It's about going into the summer, the light, the fire, the celebration, the blossoming, and all of that stuff. And it also fell on a Scorpio full moon, and full moons are about illumination and heightened intuition and all of that stuff. And if you listen to some astrologers, they get into really deep about what the Scorpio full moon is about, transformation, right? And all that kind of stuff. It's about death and rebirth. We're transforming. We're in the middle of big transformation. So why not personally add a little bit of financial abundance to our wallets? So the spell's super easy. You take 7 grains of rice and you put it in your wallet for 21 days. And I figured the energy right now is perfect to do this. So when you get the 7 grains of rice, you hold them in your hands and you say, I had to write it down. Wherever I go, may abundance go with me. Wherever I go, may abundance go with me. And say it 7 times and in your hands, and feel the intention of putting financial abundance in this rice. And then you're going to sprinkle the rice in your wallet, a change purse, whatever you carry around with you. And that's it. And you do it for 21 days. And rice is symbolic of a good luck, fertility, right? I know it's not as widely practiced anymore, but it used to be practiced. It was a big thing that you threw rice at a newly married couple, right? Because you were throwing the rice. It was a symbol of fertility and prosperity and, wishing them good luck. Rice has been associated with, in spiritual practices and in folk traditions with, warding off, any negativity and bringing in prosperity and good luck. So that's how that whole throwing rice at the newlyweds came into form. I don't know why um, they stopped it. Maybe something about, the environment or the health and, people have to clean all that up. I don't know exactly the reasons why they stopped it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is rice is a symbol of prosperity and fertility, right? We're making our money grow, right? We want to prosper in our money. And this is a really, really easy way to do it. That's all you have to do. It's not a long, drawn out, people are short on time. People don't have a lot of time for things, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I would take just a breath and sort of like ground yourself for a second before you set your intention while you're holding the rice, and really imagine the money in your wallet, which symbols the money in your accounts, growing exponentially. And you leave it in there for 21 days. And then after the 21 days, you remove the rice, you thank it for its gift, and you can, I would sprinkle it somewhere outside in the earth and put it back into the earth because it's just 7 grains of rice. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt anybody. So, yeah, and just let it be absorbed back into the earth. But I thought, what a great, easy little ritual spell to do right now with this energy. The energy around Beltane, which falls on May 1st or the May Eve, is a big ritual, and it is about the spring. It is about, it's a Gaelic, it's a Gaelic festival. People really like come together and celebrate, right? And they're celebrating and in their prosperity, and big bonfires are built and dancing around the fire and throwing in the ashes what no longer you want to take into this new refreshed energy, because we're coming up to the summer, and the summer, the light is the longest, right? In the summer, the day is the longest in the summer, and spring is about fertility, and it's about growth and new things sprouting. So it's a perfect time to do this ritual around money. Now, I don't know anybody who doesn't want more money than what they already have. Even the greedy billionaires who have enough money, who could not spend the money that they have probably in 5 lifetimes, right? They're still trying to get more money. That's what a lot of this is that we're witnessing, what's happening, right? They're hoarding all of the resources for money, right? But we all want more money, and we should all be entitled to have money to sustain our lives, right? We all should have that equally down the line. Everybody should be able to have a place that they can live that's comfortable and safe, have food on their table, that they can feed their families, that they can pay their bills, that they can take care of themselves, right? So these are things that are important. So we all deserve equally to have wealth. And it's just energy. Money is just energy. And a lot of the times, most of us, you know, push money away is because of a story that we may have been carried on through generations, through our families. Their money is, no good. Money is evil. When you think about what people are doing right now, people are doing evil things, but that's because of the people that are doing them, right? Money doesn't make you evil. It's the greed. You have something inside of you that's broken, that needs to do this. Doesn't matter, because there's people who have money that are big philanthropists and give away money and love to have money to help others, right? So money is just energy, and we have a very strong, if you say to yourself, I have a lot of money in the bank, and picture a number, $1 million, $2 million, what does that feel like inside? You'll sense, if you'll feel it right away, because something inside you'll be like, there's no way. If that is what is in the back of your mind, you have a money story, right? I'm not saying that the 7 grains of rice in 21 days is going to make you a millionaire. Hey, you may buy a lottery ticket, you may sell your business, you may. But for most of us, it's just about building wealth on top of what we already have, right? So if we believe that we deserve it, we deserve it. Those billionaires believe they deserve it. That's why they have it. Okay? They have no problem with belief. And the universe matches us at our vibration and our belief. So if we believe we deserve financial wealth, then it will come. And this 21-day ritual is just a fun way to kickstart it, to think about our money story, to put an intention out there and just see what happens, right? Let's just see what happens. You never know. Even if you find $20 walking down the street, right? You could go, oh my God, I just did that spell, and look, I found $20. It starts to change our frequency. It starts to change our thinking about money. I'm not saying you don't have to work for money. I'm not saying you don't have to earn it. I'm not saying there doesn't have to be some kind of exchange for the money. Of course there does. But what blocks our financial abundance is what our story is about money, right? Oh, I just have enough to get by, right? You always say that. Oh, I just have enough to get by. I guarantee you always just have enough to get by. Things are going to be going up. Inflation is going up. We know that. Gas is going up. Groceries are going to be going up. If they can't get gas, they're not getting fertilizer. Food is going to go up. We know this, right? So we shouldn't be in fear. We have the power to individually and then collectively change the stories that we're seeing going on. So why not? It's not going to hurt. It can't hurt you. It doesn't take a lot of time to grab 7 grains of rice, put it in your wallet, knowing that you just set an intention to grow your financial wealth and see what happens. And I would love to hear if you do this, right? Let me know. Let me know if you notice money coming in unexpectedly, an opportunity presented itself for you to make more money. It's just a powerful energy time. The Scorpio full moon, Beltane, about prosperity, about transformation, about clearing out the old to make room for the new. We got to till the earth so the new growth can happen. And that's a lot about what Scorpio is. It's like tilling the old shadows, getting rid of what we don't want to take into our future, and then planting the seeds of abundance. And we can do that no matter what's going on out there individually. We have control in our own lives. So yeah, share with me if you do it and you notice something. You can share the video. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to put more good things out in the world. There's so much scary shit. And you will see me sometimes talking in tarot about what's going on collectively. But most of it is about what we can do for our own autonomy and our own personal power. That's where I want to focus my energy. Okay, so you take 7 grains of rice. Do it during this weekend energy. It's really strong. And then you say, wherever I go, may abundance go with me 7 times as you're holding the 7 grains of rice. Put it in there for 21 days. Mark it on your calendar when you do it so you can count down the days. When the days are done, take the rice, throw it somewhere in the ground, in the earth, let the earth absorb it. And so it is, it's done, and see what happens. Okay, everybody. I hope you're doing well. And happy Beltane for those who celebrate. Enjoy this energy. It's some good energy right now. We don't have to focus on the bad. We can focus on the good. Okay, see you next time. Bye.